All right, what's up, guys? I ran across a problem this morning when I was out here looking at my sugar cane row, and I had put in some drip irrigation tubing, and a lot of you guys have probably seen or even used it. It's this 1/4 inch poly tubing you can pick up at any Lowe's or well, lots of other places. And it's manufactured by Rainbird, and along the tubing you got these emitters. I guess, let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. Oops. So about every foot you've got an emitter, and the emitter has a hole on each side where the water drips out. This is low pressure, and they do pretty good when they work. But if you don't have the correct filtration on it, dissolved solids and things that are in your water system can get into the, or will get into the poly line, and eventually it stops working. And let me see, let me make sure that the water pressure's on right now. Okay, so the water's turned on, and what I found is that some of it's working, some of it's not. And you can see, get it turned around here. Yeah, there you go. See, that this section of it's working okay. But further along, I got into some sections where it wasn't working. Like, actually it starts right here. So you can see that is not working. And what I did is I got a spare piece in the house, and I pulled out that spare length, and I went ahead and sacrificed one of the emitters so I could figure out what was going on inside that emitter, so that I could figure out what the requirements would be for me to fix the problem. Yeah, hold on just a second here. So I cut that piece open with the emitter and peeled the poly tubing off of the emitter, and on the inside of the tubing, this is what the emitter looks like. See there? It's just a little plastic insert. All right, and then I'm wondering, okay, so what is so special about that? So I split the emitter in half so that I could see what was inside the emitter, and there you go. There's nothing in there. There's no micro, screen or anything like that. It's a piece of plastic, and you can see those slots. There you go. See the slots? You can see daylight through there. That's where the water comes out. The water comes through that part of the emitter and then comes out of the holes in the tubing, giving you your drip. There's nothing special about that. So I was thinking, okay, this is essentially a mechanical issue, where if I can clear those holes in the emitter, then I don't have a problem. I don't have to replace my tubing, because that's what's recommended. Everything that I've seen so far says that once your emitters are clogged up, well, you got to trash it and get you another line to put in. And they don't give that stuff away. I'm not cheap, but I'm not made of money neither. So I got thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe I could take like a little bitty wire brush and, you know, work around those holes and maybe dislodge some of that stuff. Well, I tried that. That didn't work. For whatever reason, I couldn't get enough of the bristles into that little tiny hole in the poly pipe, or it wouldn't go deep enough to clean out the emitters. So I thought about it again, and I was like, wait a minute, what if I could blow all that trash back and then open up the waterway? So here's what I found out. Air pressure. Okay, so what I did is let me find one that I know's not working. That one's working, this one's not working. Okay, see that? There's no water coming out of that. Now watch this. I'm gonna take the air pressure and I'm gonna put it on one of the holes and blow straight across, and make sure y'all can see that. See that? Look at there. Now, problem solved. So all I got to do is go along here and just blow out every one of these holes. Here's another one. Seems to be down toward the end. It just takes a couple of shots of air pressure, blowing it, and it starts working again. Now, what I am going to do, actually I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Put that right there. The end, where did it go? Here it is. I'm going to take the plug out of the very end and just let it run. All right, I'm just going to let that run, and as I blow those contaminants, they're going to wash right out the end of the hose, and I don't have to worry about them clogging up more emitters the further down the hose, the further down the tubing I get. So I'm just going to go along here and blow those out. Go to the next one, and you can see it blowing through the other side. That means that those little slots in that emitter are clear. And once they're clear and you flushed it all out the end of the tubing, problem solved. I didn't see anywhere on YouTube where somebody might have done that. So I researched, did my own little research, figured out a solution to the problem, and now I don't have to go replace my drip tubing. This is easy to do. One of these little air blowers. This just happened to be the one I've got. I'm sure you could use about anything, as long as you can get some air pressure in those little holes to blow the contaminants out. And there's no micro mesh or anything like that on the inside of that emitter that you're going to blow up. It's just plastic screen of the emitter. Now that's on this particular kind. I don't know what you've got. If you've got something else, I would suggest taking one apart and look at it to make sure you're not going to blow something up with air pressure. But this seems to be working really well. And like I said, I took the end off, so I'm not clogging the whole thing up on the end. It's just running right out, clearing the tube. Give me just a second. I got just a couple more, and I'm going to plug it back off and show it to you so we can see the end result. Last one. And there we go. All right. Put that down. Put my plug back in. So see, this has been running while I've been doing it. And now I'll put my plug back in the end, and look at there. That one's working. That one's working. Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can see that. Working. 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 How about that? Is that slick or what? Working. Every one of these was plugged up before. Now they're all working and doing what they're supposed to. And all it took was just a little bit of air pressure, cleaning those little slotted orifices out. And now I'm back in business. I already had the air compressor and the hose and the blower nozzle. So this didn't cost me anything except a little bit of time. Just a short amount of time. And I'm back in business. There you go. All right, so that's just a quick fix for your poly pipe that you may be using for drip, and you don't have to trash what you've already got. Just clean it out like I showed you, and you're back in business. Y'all have a good one. And today is Sunday the 25th of September, and we've got a storm going to be barreling at us. I think it's currently it's Tropical Storm Ian something. So you guys down here on the Gulf Coast, batten down the hatches. Be sure you've got your storable food and your water, and you know, all the things that you're going to need if you've got if you're going to stay, you know, and ride the storm out. Your generator, fuel for your generator. Make sure that you are responsible for your personal safety and security, and watch out for bad actors. Hope everybody makes it through safe. You guys take care. Have a good one.